not like.
Yep.
Okay, for Viking foot. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm moving on.
That is pretty cool. The whole dark setting, like features it has, great effects, is pretty enjoyable. Not gonna lie. Theme is absolutely. I think it's pretty cool.
Love how you can go. Well, oh, sorry, I just broke your rib cage.
Yeah, it makes it look like a chicken nugget. It is so tall and scary.
What, High Striker?
Yeah, guys, come on, you gotta agree on this one. It's just so tall and it makes you wanna.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is a completely different day. I'm editing this. That's going to be one of my next videos. I don't know if I posted it yet. Yeah, you might hear some talking in the background. That's in the video. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to be basing these rides on 4 categories. Theming, fun, operation smoothness, and then additional argument. I'll put in on the video when we're explaining that. Yeah, and to the next one. Okay, Mandrill Mayhem versus Swarm. We're refilming this. Mandrill Mayhem. Yeah, so theming, I really love how they've themed it all. They put all, like, the little statues, the play pieces, the massive Jaguar statue and all that. And then the fun, it's a really fun, active ride with 2 launches that you go through 4 times. No, 3 launches that you go through 4 times. 6 times. The operations, yeah, it's really, really fast. When you're in the station, they have them already in the stations. You get on the ride, and then as you come back in, there's already one group waiting to get on. Smoothness, because it's the newest ride there, it's really, really smooth. My other argument, the spike feels like a loop if you're on the back row, and the back row is facing backwards. Charlie, Swarm?
Swarm. So about this ride being short, I absolutely love it because its theming is amazing. With a real airplane, but just modified a bit. With a fire, it's got one head, got different billboard you go through, itself being destroyed, all these posters saying end of the world, theme songs are. Yeah, it makes it really feel like you're in an apocalyptic world. The smoothness, despite the coaster being the recent coaster, being over a decade old, it's still pretty smooth. You don't around that much, depending on like how you sit. I was operations, despite it being a pretty fun ride for being quite short, it does sometimes have a really long hour queue. But I say it's kind of worth it because the ride itself is despite it being like short. The theming's amazing. The smoothness is great, despite it being that. Yeah, it's very, very fun in my opinion. Yeah, one argument, please, for one, add the back seat back. Just please, just don't even like swap around every day. Just literally, just like a backward seat, just like Mandrill Mayhem. That's all you gotta do. It's if you did it with its sister, right, Mandrill Mayhem, then you can do it with your like the first one goes out, like genuinely.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, I gotta say, this one's pretty great.
After someone who's never been to a theme park before listening to both of us explain our rides, they said that they would rather go on. Okay, Roman Man Train versus Scorpion Express. I'm doing Roman Man Train. Okay, my first point, theming. So, it really gives you the feel that you're in a mine because it's got that. Well, it's controlled by the wind. There's a bell that spins round. There's the queue line. We never really go in it because we always have fast track for it. But the queue it's extended. It looks amazing. That you can see the people in the Congo River Rapids queue. I did just describe the Rapids queue in the blooper. But yeah, it looks absolutely amazing, and on ride you go around it twice, and you can wave to people on the River Rapids. So Charlie, your point?
Okay, so the theming on Scorpion may not be as big or spread out as its counterpart we're talking about here, but the theme it has is pretty incredible. Like the whole feeling you're in the Wild West with the water tower, the bunch of near misses, and you can't forget the mechanized Scorpion itself. I don't know if it still does it, but apparently it sprays water on you. I do remember memories of it.
I don't know if it still does that.
Still, but that Scorpion is legendary for that ride. I'm sorry, but just it is really good themed with all like the dust and stuff. The queue line as well is great, having like inside part with spiders and weird noises, like like whole Wild West kind of theme thing. So yeah, I think theming is pretty incredible for a really small ride that only does 2 laps.
Yeah, okay, so fun for Runaway Mine Train. I think it's really fun. You just have like a jolly feeling to it when you're going around the track. There's about 20 carts, so it's just, yeah, there's always people behind you, in front of you, laughing, smiling. It's just a really good feel. Charlie?
Yeah, Scorpion Express. Yeah. Well, every time I go on it, everyone's having a great time. I can hear everyone just shouting and stuff, and everyone laughs at the water gets sprayed on them, which is quite funny if you were like sitting front row, because then you might get the roast. I think you might want to hope to sit on back row in that case if you don't want to get wet. But yeah, I think overall, for what it is, I think the fun is pretty good.
Yeah, so moving on to Runaway Mine Train, operations and smoothness of it is it's really, really quick. Like, as I said before, it's got 20 carts, and there's always 2 people on those carts, 1 or 2, and it's really, really smooth. For how old it is, which is its oldest coaster, and it's never had a retrack. It's really, really smooth. Intamin coasters do last for a bit longer. Charlie?
Okay, so the stupid thing I suggest is it's pretty smooth. I mean, sometimes here and there can be a bit like jotty, like they throw you out the seats and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think the airtime elements you have only going 23, 25 miles an hour are pretty. Yeah, they're pretty solid. Like, I think it works pretty well for what it is. So you get to look at all the theming from the perfect kind of speed it has. That's what I would describe it as. The smoothness.
Okay, my other argument for Runaway Mine Train is 2 words. Choo-choo.
And enjoy the ride. Choo-choo.
As well.
Your turn.
I really like the area. The area it fits in is actually pretty good, especially being Mexico being. Runaway Mine Train is just, no offense, but it's just kind of there in a forest, and yeah. If it's like, I mean, okay, what am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. But I feel like what I'm saying, the whole point I'm trying to say is, it fits in well with its area.
Again, someone who's never been to a theme park, we asked them, and they said Runaway Mine Train. Black Mirror Labyrinth versus Room on the Broom. This is going to be a fun one. Okay, Black Mirror Labyrinth. So, the thing with Black Mirror Labyrinth is it has all of those projectors and like all the theming around it. It really gives it the feel of like a labyrinth. Charlie?
Room in the Broom. It feels very magical. It feels like it just took into a whole world with the spinny tube thing you go through, the projectiles, the little animatronic things like when they pull out the hay and stuff. And the story does tell you from the magic. I think it's quite interesting, I'd say. Pretty cool.
Okay, fun on Black Mirror Labyrinth. It just has something different about it when you're like running through these hallways and you can see your own face when they take that photo of you. Brilliant. Charlie?
The fun. I'm going to say this one. I didn't say this thing for the theming, but the mirror maze is quite fun if it's your first time. Like, you'll probably run into a mirror a couple of times like you see in the movies, but yeah, I think you'll have some pretty fun there and interest with the story. If you've never heard it before, I'd say.
Okay, operations and smoothness of Black Mirror Labyrinth is not really smooth. Sorry for cutting you off again. Not really smooth because you can't. Well, okay, it just works well. You go through it quickly because it takes 7, 8 people at a time, but it goes well. Charlie?
Alright, Room on the Broom. It's not like compact with the operations and stuff. Like, it's not too long or not too short. You have a quite a particularly interestingly good time, I'd say. You have a good interest story into it, I'd say.
Okay, my other argument for Black Mirror Labyrinth is it's going to be different every time because they take a photo of you and it's different people. Charlie?
Room on the Broom, I don't know what to say about its argument. And one thing I could say is I think it's a decent replacement for Hocus Pocus. That's what I'm gonna say.
The winner is Room on the Broom. One Smiler versus Colossus. Charlie, Colossus, go.
Okay, the theming. The whole area it's in is pretty nice. The whole tropical kind of feeling. You have the trees and stuff, the plants. You got love the ancient city parts as well. The whole patterns on the walls in the station. The head you see during like the Cobra roll, like the Lost City, and the whole kind of theme to it, even with the flat ride, is pretty good, I'd say.
Okay, so Smiley, you're in the queue line is all like compact. It looks like you're in like a prison cell, which was the theme of the Sanctuary. the scare maze, and then it's got all the screens, and then inside with the illusion room. I just think it's really good with all the theming and the cameras. Okay, Charlie, your point? Fun?
Fun. Okay, so the thing is, Colossus is quite rough, but I wouldn't say it's entirely rough. Like, some of it's smooth, and then you have some other evidence where people would come off the ride and say, yeah, it kind of hurts. But the seats being compact apparently, and but overall the parts that are smooth are pretty good, I'd say. Like, they are like pretty fun, I'd say. Like, you would have an enjoyable time on some parts if you didn't mind it in a bit of, that's what I'd say. I think it's okay. Not the absolutely best, but okay.
Okay, yeah, Smiler, it is a little bit rough because it's got 14 loops, it literally just loops. But during the airtime hills and all of that, it's really, really comfortable. Okay, Charlie, operations go.
Operations. So, Colossus, yeah, you do get onto the ride pretty fast, especially for having two cars, because it does do the course really quick. In fact, like, the whole train stops just before you go into the station, so everyone gets on. So I'd say Colossus is pretty fast with its operations. It's pretty speedy for what it is, especially for only having a layout with majority loops. Same thing with Smile, like you said, with being compact. But other than that, I think the operations is okay, good. But I think it could be better at some. Like, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Smiler, I think the operations are really, really good. Although single rider is a pain in the arse, I hate it. No, it's really helpful. I like how they have they don't have a front row queue like some other rides because it keeps it a lot more like faster, and they even put that in the queue line. But the operations are absolutely insane with 4 to 5 carts on the track at once. Okay, Charlie, your other point.
Alright, argument. Actually, for the world's first 10 living coaster, the inversions it kind of offers are good. So we have a loop, cobra roll, 2 corkscrews, and 5 barrel rolls. And I will say, some of them are pretty brilliant. Like, yeah, the whole layout is okay as well. Especially for being kind of a line position. And the whole area in the area is just, it feels really tropical, I'd say. Like, yeah, it feels really rainforest-like, I'd say.
Okay, so my other argument for Smiler is world's first and world's only 14 looping coaster. That's it. So we're going to get the results back in a minute, and we will be moving on to the next one now. Guys, I did realise I cut Charlie off, but I've talked to him and he can't remember what he was going to say. Anyway, the winner was Smiler. Walking Dead the Ride versus Cursor Ultimana. I did. Okay, Charlie, go. Walking Dead the Ride, go.
Okay, I'm probably going to say like some stuff here at once, but the theming is absolutely incredible. Like the zombie animatronics that go against the cages, even on the ride, you get to interact with them, all the fire stuff, all the shipping containers, and all like the cars. Yeah, there's a lot of crash cars in the queue. The queue's amazing with a show, with a great little run down the hallway, with all saying like signs saying go back, all like the little like posters on the wall saying the whole law if your friend's bitten, do not trust them. But yeah, the theming, animatronic zombies, and the display of a populated world is great.
Add fun into that as well.
Yeah, fun. Okay, yeah. I mean, it may not have like a lot of crazy elements like loops, like crazy airtime hills, but yeah, you do sometimes. There's a great part where you stop, and then all these animatronics like come out near you. It's absolutely terrifying, and it just adds on to the ride's terror. And yeah, the nice little. It's quite smooth as well. Like, I'll just add that on along with fun. It is incredibly smooth for a ride and what it is. But it being indoors just adds to the absolute terror of these zombies coming at you out from nowhere. The fire, yeah, pretty great.
Okay, Cursor Ultimate is really good because it's all inside. It's got loads of different theming, especially how they did it in such a short amount of time. It really immerses you in it, and I like how it's got like the mirrors where you're there, the girl's there, then you're not there, but the girl is. Amazing. Moving on to fun. Yeah, that just adds on to the fun, and Charlie did operations and smoothness there as well. So I'm going to do that as well. The smooth, it's fine. It jolts a bit, but that's because it needs to pull away from the other carts. Operations, you are never, ever, ever going to have a queue for this. Charlie, other arguments?
Alright, I just want to say, even when the ride's finished, you still get to see great elements of like it's a world of like trash cars, some more animatronic zombies and stuff, and a really long dark red fashion siren lights like you're being invaded, which just literally gives you the absolute spooks. But yeah, I think then you won't queue long for this ride. I'm gonna say the maximum could be maybe 20 minutes, but that's like not that much. Yeah, I'm gonna say walking in the ride is probably my favorite in a lot of ways.
Okay, other argument for me, all the sounds and all that, and then also they added more stuff onto the ride, and then also as you're walking out, the soundtrack is just playing around your head, and all the actors outside have backward shoot. Amazing. Okay, moving on. The winner is Walking Dead the Ride. Croc Drop versus Detonator. Okay, Detonator first, theming. It is really good theme to the Angry Birds Land. It's like got really good theming around the ground, and it's themed to an Angry Bird. Charlie?
Croc Drop, the crocodile. It is amazing. The fact you go up and down in the mouth. Dylan, shut up. I didn't ask. Yeah, the theming and where it once was, where what was it called? Nemesis Revenge was. I feel like it's a good replacement in some ways, especially with the theming with the crocodile.
Okay, Detonator fun. I think it's just, well, it's like any drop tower. It's just fun, up, down, fun sequence. Try.
Croc Drop. Yeah, sometimes it may not spin sometimes, but you do get some pretty good ups and downs. Like you're up, down, up, down, up, down. You get some nice little airtime. You get a big park at some points in the area, and yeah, I think overall the thing is it's good. I think the fun you'll have on it is okay.
Okay, Detonator. I don't go on Detonator much because it's not my favourite of the rides, drop towers. But I think the operations are quite good. You do get on it swiftly, but it always does seem to have quite a bit of a queue, which kind of lets it down.
Okay, so the queue on Croc Shop, yeah, I mean, say no wrong, sometimes it can let you down with the queue being sometimes long, really long sometimes. But one thing I do want to say about the operations, the way you entrance with the door opening, I'm sorry, but that is just fine. I'm just gonna say it.
Okay, my other argument for Detonator, the operator there, he keeps on saying stuff like, okay, I'm going to drop you in 3, 2, drop 1. He's on point all the time. Charlie?
I think doesn't the crocodile make sounds when you go up and down, kind of like to make it feel like
yeah, sometimes.
you're in the Yes, that's another interesting thing. It makes you feel like, oh no, you're being swallowed alive by an alligator. I mean, I was going to say what the operations was. The fact that it has that amazing entrance with the smoke, it doesn't hold up the operations that much. So, yeah, overall, I think Croc Drop is a great family ride, especially for a drop tower.
Okay, that is Croc Drop versus Detonator. On to the next one. And the winner is Detonator. Okay, Blade versus Blue Barnacle. Charlie, off you go.
Alright, so for the theming, the theming is pretty great for an area it's in. Like, I mean, the blade truly lives up to its name. The thing itself being a blade on the edges, so it really gives it that sharp, like, blade feeling. Did you get what I mean? And I don't care how forgotten of a ride it is. I think it just looks pretty great for its name and for its kind of theming of Forbidden Valley against Nemesis. So yeah, I think it fits in really well with it.
Okay, Blue Barnacle, they have loads of pirates. It's in a fishing area, and then there's also all the flat rides around it. Okay, fun, Charlie, go.
Okay, fun. I mean, from what it looks like, I think you'll get some good little elements of it, just going up, backwards and stuff. I think, yeah, so you're going pretty high as well. So I'm going to say, I think it's quite average for the ride. It could be like any other ride, but I think that sometimes it could be quite, good with the airtime you get on some of the swings. So good.
Yeah, okay, I think fun on Blue Barnacle, it's just the same. It just goes up and down and it always makes your stomach go. Charlie, smoothness and operations, go.
Smoothness and operations, I think, alright, so it looks to be pretty nice. Like, not too rough, but sometimes it could be rough and sometimes depending on the wind. But overall, I think, yeah, it is quite nice little ride to fill on your list on the day. And operations, yeah, you'll probably get on it really quick from the images. It's like a quick little drop of adrenaline, I'd say.
Okay, for Blue Barnacle, the smoothness is like any other ride. It's really good. But what it lacks in how it operations, it makes up for... Because the operations, they're bad. I'm going to admit it. But it makes up for how bad the operations are in the smoothness. Charlie? Other argument?
I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, I think maybe the area it could be was a little better. Maybe I think what would have been cool is maybe some of the trees around it could have been purposely cut, or maybe fake trees cut, like it's literally cut its way through the forest. I think that's an improvement it could make, but I think overall it's pretty an average ride.
Okay,
It's
my
good.
other
I'll have some fun.
argument for Blue... Sorry, my other argument for Blue Barnacle, it should have stayed as Black Buccaneer. That's it. It's a negative. Anyway, that's the end of that one, and moving on to the next one. The winner was Black Buccaneer. Sorry, Blue Barnacle. Okay, Nemesis versus Nemesis Inferno. It's going to be interesting. Charlie, go. Nemesis.
Nemesis, the Femen. Okay, the Femen is legendary. The station being this huge alien creature is just absolutely magnificent. And the whole Femen area of it being a military/science facility, I think, works really well with it being Forbidden Valley. Yeah.
Okay, the theming of Nemesis Inferno. I like how it's a volcano, how they add in loads of smoke, how it's seen to be Nemesis's home, how the queue line, it goes in up all these mountains, and yeah, it just looks really, really cool. Charlie?
Alright, for the fun. For, yeah, the inversions, the spirals, the airtime, I think it's just a bit of everything, and it does it really well for being a legendary ride. And I hope its retrack makes it even better with its smoothness.
Okay, fun with Nemesis Inferno. Yeah, it's literally just really fun. Lift hill, good climax, because you go down, you do the dip, and then you go into lift hill. Climax, and then drop, done. And brilliant. Charlie? Operations and smoothness?
Operations, it doesn't seem to be too long or too short. But on one hand, you'll get some good views of the lift hill from the old queue, of course, and then you get some good views of the Nemesis creature itself with the arms, tail, eyes, teeth from the station as well. That's an interesting view, and the smoothness. From what I've heard, it seems to be okay. I mean, it wasn't the best during its final years, but besides that, people say it was quite great.
Okay, Nemesis Inferno. Operations, brilliant. The only thing that makes it slow is the front lane queue. Okay, other argument, go.
Other argument.
Yeah.
It's a legendary. For being the world's first inverted coaster in the UK, it still lives up to its name today.
Okay. This one has a world record, as well as being an inverted coaster. It has the most naked riders, but that then soon got taken away. But yeah, they both have world records, but I think mine one was a little bit more unique.
Alright,
okay, moving on to the next one. The win was obviously the old Nemesis. Dragon's Fury versus Spinball Wizard. Okay, yeah, I'll start. Dragon's Fury, I really like how it goes around the Dragon's Playhouse, it goes around the Land of the Dragons, there's eggs everywhere, it just really adds to the theming. Charlie?
Alright, Spinball Wizard. For it is amazing. For it being a kind of a game you would see with Gasset games in arcades and stuff, yeah, it kind of works well for its era. And not to mention its Sonic theming at one time. And yeah, that just looked absolutely beautiful.
Okay, fun on Dragon's Fury. I just like, well, it's a spinning coaster. Like, can you argue with that? How it goes round and then into the horseshoe makes it feel like a loop because you're spinning so fast. Yeah, and you can get some amazing rides on that. Charlie?
Alright, yeah, so pretty much same thing with Brett. Like, you get like the good things, you get a different kind of run every time depending on where you sit and how much it spins from the wind. There's the horseshoes it has, the spirals, the beautiful airtime you would get just after the hill. But yeah, I think it's okay. Good, yeah.
Okay, operations and smoothness. Dragon's Fury, brilliant. And the theme in the queue just adds to the experience, and the little shop, amazing. Charlie?
Despite it being really rough at sometimes, especially from some of the spirals, maybe some of the little hills and turns it has before the brake run, I think the smoothness is cool. I think it's just average. Never been on it, but from the videos and POVs, it looks pretty good. You have some fun. Not like painful or anything, just okay.
Okay, moving on to the other argument. My other argument is it's really spread out and not compact like Spinball Wizard. Charlie?
What? Operations.
I did that first.
Oh, okay, what doesn't matter. So what's the other argument? Okay, other argument. I think his funny theme was better. I think.
Okay.
I think they would have kept it like that, but I feel like if they would have, I think they would have kept it like that. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I think maybe in future they should create some buzz, and maybe like they didn't discuss, maybe retract some parts of it when people said it's a bit rough. Maybe buses, but yeah, I think it's a pretty average ride that exists.
Okay.
Good counterparts, Dragon's Fury.
Moving on. The winner was Dragon's Fury. Congo River Rapids versus Rumba Rapids. Okay, Charlie, you can start. Go. Rumba Rapids. Go.
Okay, theming. Absolutely good. The whole trees and stuff, the nice little cave almost missing the walls gives you kind of like intense feeling, but at the same time quite laughable. And yeah, the nice little waves that nudge you around here and there is pretty good. Especially with like the theming. It works well for a kind of river forest sense.
Okay, Congo River Rapids. I really like how it's got in the queue. It's got all the paddles and the tiki faces and all that, and then also all the theming of please do not stand up in the boat. Please remain seated. Please remain seated. Yeah, all of that, and then you can also go through the channel and wave to the people on the railway train. Charlie, fun.
So the fun, like I said before, the waves and stuff. Yeah, you'll have some fun, and you will get wet sometimes. I remember one time I got really wet, and yeah, and it's really, really enjoyable at some points. And maybe it can be rough and like really annoying here and there, but overall, yeah, it's quite good. You'll have some decent time in it.
Yeah, off the back of Charlie, yeah, you do sometimes hit your thighs on that metal railing on the sides, but then the water fountains and all of that really make up for that, and it's really fun for the whole family. Operation Smoothness, Charlie?
Operations, yeah. You go on this ride in a flash. Yeah, I want to say, yeah, the Operation is amazing, especially for a ride in the park. It is, yeah, a wet ride. And for, what was that one?
Congo River Rapids.
What?
Smoothness.
Smoothness, yeah, it's not too rough, I'd say. I mean, maybe on windy days you can get hit a lot, which can be annoying, but besides that, I think it's okay. It's not that rough.
Okay, Congo River Rapids, yeah, all rapids rides are rough. But yeah, I think the operations are quite good. You do get on it quite quickly, but not as quick as Rumba Rapids. Right? And other point.
It could have some other unique elements, maybe like the waterfalls that Congo have. But besides that, I think it's a pretty okay waterfall park has. Especially in its forest or jungle area with Nemesis Inferno. It fits in pretty well.
Okay, yeah, other argument for Congo River Rapids, I like how you go in the cave and then the waterfalls at the end. Okay, moving on. The winner of that one was Rumba Rapids.
Okay,
Rita.
so the thing was pretty interesting because at one point it was a race where you could just, have some fun and watch a race. And at one point when Dark Forest came, it became this whole mission escape kind of thing, which really added to its kind of intensity, especially for its whole fast thing. So I think its theming and how area it's in with Dark Forest work. Even if it was in its old stage still, I think it would still be good.
Okay, yeah, with Stealth, they've rethemed it with the Sparkle project, and it's really good how it's, with the speed that's themed into the woo. Yeah, go. Charlie, fun.
Fun. Alright, so I know this may not be like everyone's favourite, it being only like 25 seconds long, and yeah, not being a weapon, but it does the job. Like, it does, yeah, you will have some fun, you will have some good thrills and stuff, have some nice little things when you go up the seat, down the seat, and the little airtime and spirals. yeah, the fun you do get on it is okay. Like, you definitely will laugh a lot.
Okay,
Scream.
okay.
Good, I think.
Yeah, for stealth, I'm going to do fun, operation, and smoothness all in one. So the fun, because it's so smooth, because it's young, it's really goes up fast. You're fun when you're at the top, you on the top of the world, and because it runs two cuts at once, it's got really good operations. Yeah, Charlie, operations and smoothness.
Smoothness. Okay, the ride is how old is it? I mean, it replaced Ugland, which was a pretty old. I mean, it's probably still smooth because I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty smooth still. I mean, you do get some nicer things. The launch is pretty nice. You get like that good, nice feel against junior front row. This is yeah, it's quite average and it's averagely good.
Okay. Other argument for Rita is as of now 19. Okay, yeah. Other argument for what's it called? Stealth. Younger, faster, taller. Yeah, Charlie, you?
So wait, what do I have to do operations then?
No, you do other arguments.
Other arguments. I think it could be better. I think it could have been much better in a lot of ways, but the ride it is itself, yeah, it's a good ride. Like it's not just a ride that exists. You'll generally probably have some good laughs on it and stuff. Like you'll enjoy it, especially if you're with the family and stuff.
Okay, moving on to the next one.
Could be better anyway.
Okay, moving on to the next one. The winner is Rita, not the Queen of Speed. Okay, Tiger Rock versus Tidal Wave. Okay, Tiger Rock. So start with me. The theming, I like how there's actual real tigers around you, how it's got the massive rock, hence the name Tiger Rock, and the queue is all themed to Chinese, Japanese, whichever one it is, and all the boats are all themed as well. Charlie? Tidal Wave?
Well, I need to go for a minute. I'm sorry. It'll be a minute.
Okay. Go. Tidal Wave.
I'll say everything at once. Not everything once in the go, but yeah. Alright, so the theme is just quite great. But the whole kind of theme of like this whole place has been destroyed. The station is like a whole half submerged place, which just adds on to the whole tidal wave theme. The shark in the hotel or KFC building next to it just adds on to how like mighty the wave is. And yeah, the fun as well, like that massive drop and wave is just, yeah, it is absolutely incredible with that. And the operations, sometimes its queue can be long, but sometimes I've seen it even be less than 5 minutes. And yeah, beaming, the fun, smoothness, I mean, sometimes I think the drop can be rougher sometimes, depending on the wind, but besides that, yeah, it's a pretty good attraction, especially for a water ride that isn't that long.
Okay, operations for Tiger Rock. Yeah, it's fast and the queue doesn't get you bored. It keeps you, like, entertained. Charlie?
What's next? I did operations, so nice.
Did you?
Yeah, I said it.
Okay, other arguments then.
Other arguments. I mean, it could be longer in some ways, but I don't really blame them because they don't have much of an area, so that's not a big issue. But I think it would be cool if maybe like they had these like water springs that would spray around you, like from maybe like destroy water towers and fountains and stuff. But yeah, I think Tidal Wave's theming right itself is pretty great.
Okay, my other argument is how it incorporates every rider and how it actually has real life animals and it shows you the actual nature. Okay, moving on. The winner was Tidal Wave. Go. High Striker versus Fire and Ice Freefall. Charlie, go High Striker.
Yeah, okay. Let's go. So it's theming. Yeah. Its theming could be much better. But the area it's in isn't too bad either, but I think the theming could be much better. I feel the theming isn't that good for it just kind of being there for the kids, and the fun. I mean, it's only probably the only most fun you probably have if you're younger, maybe like 8+, 6+, I think, or how old you are, or how tall you were. I think it's only good like young ages, but like maybe Detonator would be a better one for old people. And then like for operations, I mean you're probably getting this right in the Flash because everyone else doesn't know it exists, so that's good. What else? So there's
Other arguments.
Other arguments. Yeah, Ethereum could be much better. I mean, I don't know if it's actually a permanent fact, but if it is, maybe add some maybe elements to it in its area. Maybe like some, maybe not trees, but like since it's like a circus kind of, maybe add some tents. Maybe a nice circus kind of feeling, so you feel like you're, in a nice kind of place. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't hate high school, but it could be better in a lot of ways, like retail.
Okay, Fire and Ice Treefall. Let me just do this and then you can go. Theming is really good because it's themed to one of the rides in Flight of Skyline. The fun, it's same as anyone. I think it's a little bit taller than High Striker or the same height, but yeah, still just drop tower, same thing. Operations, yeah, you get on it in quite maximum. I've seen it being 10 to 15 minutes, and that was on opening day. And other arguments, yeah, I just really love how it's like themed and how there's actually heating in the seats to make it simulate fire and ice. Yeah, I really like that. You don't really feel the heating, but it does work. Okay, and moving on. The winner was Fire and Ice Freefall. Flying Fish versus Octonaut. Battle of the Greats. I'm defending Flying Fish because I've had a haircut. Charlie, no, you're defending Octonauts, I'm doing Flying Fish. Okay. Flying Fish, fun and theming. So the theming for it's absolutely brilliant. It really fits in CBeebies land. I love it. The trains, it's very fun. I've been on it once, only ever once. Don't judge me. I went on it once for my friend. But yeah, brilliant ride. Charlie, what is Flying Fish?
Flying Fish. Right, I'm gonna say it's pretty relaxing ride in the fun counter. Like you won't have a lot of fun on it, like you do with like Swarm or Stealth, but like it's quite relaxing if you want to fish there, like me and Roan did. And the theming, I mean, the trees on there is pretty nice. Then I saw like spirals it has around, which is you get a good look at the trees and like the surroundings, and you get a good view of Swarm's drop. So pretty good.
Okay, now for Octonaut Operations and Smoothness. It's a very smooth ride. It will be smooth for about another 15 years, roughly. And the Operations, well, I mean, it does have an hour queue sometimes. But yeah, other than that, good. Charlie, what about Flying Fish?
Operations. So sometimes it can be very long, and sometimes it can be very short. Like when we rode it, it was about 15 minutes queue. You found a badge in the queue, by the way. It's so funny. But yeah, it's pretty good. The operations. It's not like horrible, but but once I'm up, yeah, sometimes we long queue, sometimes it can't be.
Okay, my other argument for Octonauts is it's themed to the Octonauts Amazing Show. Charlie?
So, what was it? Our argument?
Yeah.
I'll say two things. First thing, I don't know if I just put the smoothest, but all I'm gonna say is it's like I said, maybe however it can be relaxing. Sometimes it can be a bit rough on some of the turns, depending on how high the wind is. But besides that, it's fine. And I'm just gonna say it. They got well, because I still hate Rome for what he did.
Okay, and moving on to the next one. The winner was the Flying of the Fish. Mm-hmm. Barrel Bailout versus Battle Galleons. Yeah, I'm defending Battle Galleons. Charlie, you're doing Barrel Bailout. Charlie, go.
Okay, so the smoothness. Pretty nice. Not rough at all. It's quite up, though, but in a good way. And it's fun. Oh my god, yeah. It is very, very fun, I'm just gonna say. It is actually, like, amazing and fun.
Okay, what about theming? We'll just do it all in one this time. Theming.
Okay, so, the area is pretty well done, with the other little rides and attractions around it. The barrels itself are pretty okay, despite some of the cannons not being working sometimes. But besides that, it's pretty good.
And what's your other argument?
Other argument, I don't really know. I mean, I think they should keep all the cans in good condition, like as much as possible, because sometimes it's out of condition. But besides that, Battle Bailout is a pretty fun ride.
Okay, for me, Battery Galleons, amazing theming. It's got sharks, it's got all the things, and I really like how okay, fun. It's really, really fun, just like shooting other people, have a lot of fun on it. Operations, yeah, really fast. There's never really been a queue for me. Smoothness, yeah, same as anything. And then other argument, I really like how interactive it is, because you can shoot people in the queue. And
wait,
then,
did I say about the operations on my one?
I don't know, but wait. Then in the queue, you can just shoot people. And Charlie, I think we all know the operations are quite good. Anyway, and
Yeah.
Moving on. The winner was Battle Galleons. Saw versus Oblivion. This is going to be interesting. The only reason why it's Saw and not a different one is because Saw has a vertical drop. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Saw theming. It is a very good theme to Saw. It's got all of the saws and saws and saws and saw. Yeah. And the fun is just a really fun coaster because it's a I can't remember the make actually. Euro fight something fighter. Anyway, yeah. Charlie?
Right. For Oblivion, the fun. I mean, sure, it's a prototype coaster. It may not be that long, but that drop into the
This is filmed last year before the Wonka Experience was out, but for a certain someone, here you go.
What is that? It's the unknown.
They'll see what I did there, but
Into the end.
it's just absolutely fun. It is just, yeah, it is very fun. It is, I mean, it can be a bit rough depending on the wind, like I say a lot, but most of the time it's kind of okay. But operations, I mean, yeah, the operations is good, but the queues for it can be up to an hour, like the spire next to it. And the theming, yeah, it's pretty well themed in its whole laboratory. Tested the area with its state being quite nice on it. It's nice little drop all the cages and stuff. Nice little elements it has around it to theme it to a whole torture device. And yeah, no other argument I'm gonna have with this thing. Make the drop vertical if you retrack it. That's all I'm gonna say. Make it actually vertical. Make it live up to its name for crying out loud.
Okay, and just to add on for operations smoothness, another argument for me. Saw has, the operations are really good. The queue is, fun to be in. The smoothness, it's quite a smooth ride for what it is, actually. Another argument, I like how, you get really immersed with all of the screens and all that. Anyway, moving on to the next one. The winner was Saw the Ride. Viking Falls, I think that's what it's called, versus Storm Surge. Charlie, go Storm Surge.
Okay, Storm Surge is pretty smooth. It's not rough at all. It may not be that fast, but it's not uncomfortable. The theming is pretty nice, so it's multicolored area and the side part itself with all the little fountains and sprays that go over you. They're really adds to its kind of theme and its area. And its operations, I mean, despite being a pretty fun ride, yeah, it is very fun, by the way. It is very fun. But yeah, its queues can be really long because of its operations. They don't suck, but they could be much better in many ways. And yeah, I'd say other argument, I think, yeah, work on operations, but besides that, everything else is pretty good. It's a fun ride, I'd say.
Okay, for Viking Falls. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm moving on. That was a joke. I hope you liked my edit. Anyway, moving on to Viking Falls. Theming, brilliant. All got loads of Lego dragons and all that around it. Fun, absolutely fun. You get absolutely bloody drenched until all the water heaters broke. Operations, yeah. It can be annoying because you're just sitting on this wooden cattle pen for about half an hour, and then you get pissed because you're looking at a poncho machine. Smoothness is a rapids ride. It's going to be rough, but other argument, water features are on point. The best water features I have ever seen on a ride, other than one in Spain, but Okay, Is that everything you want to say, Charlie?
I mean, like I said, I think its operations could be better. Besides that, yeah, I think everything else is okay.
Okay, and moving on. The winner was Storm Surge. Spinning Spiders versus Marauders Mayhem. They're both teacup rides. Storm in a teacup. Okay, I'm gonna go first. Marauders Mayhem. Okay, Marauders Mayhem. It's theming around. It's got loads of cannonballs. It's got like a cage type thing, and your own barrels. Amazing. The fun. It's really fun because it's a teacups ride. Just spin it as fast as you can. Operations, yeah, the operation. I've never been in more than 10-minute queue for it. Smoothness, yeah, it's smooth. You can move it really smoothly. It's not like. Other argument is, yeah, just it really fits into the area and adds a bit more to pirate takeover. Anyway, yeah, Charlie, your turn. Spinning spiders.
Okay. Spinning spiders. The fun. I mean, it's a teacup style, but it is quite enjoyable, especially seeing the whole area around it. And for theming, guess why it's so good for you? You wonder why. Yeah, it's the spiders. The spiders are amazing. The huge spiders we made out of Lego is pretty cool. Smoothness, I mean, since it's not that fast, it's not. I wouldn't say it's rough in any way. Besides, like maybe like moving around or spinning fast. I don't know, but operations. From what I remember, it was like a 20-minute queue due to how big the ride is, with how many people could fit on. And I guess for another argument, you could say, do the spiders actually move, or do they not move? Like, do they have like movements for it?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, because if they were just solid, it'd be cool, but I don't know electronic parts. But I'd say, yeah, I think the ride is just pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I think it's okay for a ride. The theming's amazing. I think it's not that fast. Okay. It's a nice family ride, I'd say, with great theming. That's how I describe it.
Okay, and moving on. The winner was Spinning Spiders. Okay, Toon Blasters versus Laser Raiders. I'm doing Laser Raiders. Charlie, Toon Blaster, go.
Alright, Toon Blaster. This is a ride I absolutely love. It is very fun, I'm just gonna say. Shooting at all those, like, well-themed environments, and the ride is pretty cool. The whole dark setting, like, features it has, great effects, is pretty enjoyable, not gonna lie. Theme is absolutely amazing with that huge boss fight at the end with the huge snake. I think it's a snake? Yeah, it's like a huge cobra, I think. And yeah, it's just pretty fun shooting all the spiders and bugs and stuff. And yeah, I mean, since it literally is dark ride, it doesn't fast. I wouldn't say it's rough in any way, and plus it's indoors, so it only adds on to its spookiness. And the operations seem to be pretty good. Sometimes we're waiting for ages, but I feel like the ride itself is worth it to how fun it is. And I think maybe it could work on its operations a bit. Like, its queue's a bit confusing because it goes like up on all the buildings. Anyways, it's like Ramses' Revenge. You have to go on a whole like buildings and like bridge stuff just to get to the ride. I mean, maybe they could do something like that, but I don't know. The overall thing is pretty great.
Okay, for Laser Raiders, I think, well, the theming is absolutely amazing, all themed to Lego, and it's got all in the queue, it's got all the videos. Fun is absolutely fun, like any other ride of this type, because you're just shooting and stuff. Brilliant. Operations, quite quick, but the queue does piss me off because it's in a tent. Smoothness, yeah, smooth again. Other argument, I just think, I like how everything there is themed to Lego, and it's like really, really heavily themed. Okay, moving on. The winner was Toon Blaster. Haunted House Party versus Hex. I'm doing Hex. Okay, Hex. Brilliant theming. I really like this storyline behind it with the chained oak and the pre-show it's got. The fun. It's one of my favourite flat rides, kind of walk-through ride attractions at Alton Towers. The operations, they take loads of people at once. Even during COVID, it was amazing. Smoothness, yeah, it runs smooth, like the queue and that. Other argument, I really love just like the in-depth storyline behind it with the chained oak, and yeah, they've really done it up. Charlie?
Alright, Haunted House Monster Party, a bit of a name. So yeah, the theming of it looks pretty great, with all like the Lego and stuff. The environment looks pretty nice in with the whole house. The house itself is amazingly themed. The fun, I mean, it looks pretty fun. You'll probably see like all these cool stuff in the house. I mean, your operations are probably great as well, due to it taking so many people off flipping once. And what was I supposed to say? Smoothest, like Rowan said, it's not really like a ride, but yeah, it runs smoothly, I guess you could say. And I mean, I guess it's just pretty good with all its theming, so I'll give it that. I mean, the way you sit down, that part thing, is that like a drop tower or something?
No, it's like the room spins and the chairs spin. Anyway, other argument, or you done?
Yeah, I'm pretty done, to be fair. It looks pretty great, not gonna lie.
Okay, and moving on. The winner is Hex the Legend and Towers. Okay, Zodiac versus Enterprise. Charlie, you go with Zodiac first.
Hey, Zodiac, pretty cool. Yeah, the ride itself is pretty insanely fun. I mean, maybe the inside part of the rules are a bit uncomfortable sometimes, but it's still pretty fun. It does make you feel guilty after, which is a bit annoying. I mean, the theming, it's pretty well themed. It's Lost City area with its cousins around it, with the Colossus next to it as well. I mean, all the trees and stuff make it feel really like it's lost thingy. I mean, I don't really know what these rides are meant to. You'll see, like, structures. I mean, I guess you could say that because that's what they look like. And the operations. Yeah. Zodiac takes ages to get on, despite it being a pretty fun ride. But which I think they should improve on, because it literally takes pointlessly so long to get on. I mean, I don't blame them, because some people probably don't understand how it works. But yeah, besides that, I mean, it is pretty smooth as well. It's not, like, really, really rough, but it can throw you to the side here and there if you don't sit down properly. But besides that, I think it's pretty great. Like, I like it. It's pretty fun as well.
Okay, Enterprise theming amazing because it's an X sector. It's got all like themed to the Ministry of Joy and Correction. You are now entering your correction. Now, fun is a brilliant ride, just like Zodiac, the exact same make and stuff. Operations, yeah, it does take ages to get on because you have to. It's weird how you sit on it. Smoothness, yeah, you do get thrown from side to side. It's literally the same as Zodiac, to be honest. Other argument, yeah, I like how the one piece of theming they have is the pipe that says Enterprise and then a little swirl in the middle. Okay, moving on to one of the most controversial ones that we've got. The winner is Enterprise. 13 versus Dragon. I'm doing 13 because Charlie hasn't been on 13, sadly. You will see that in the Alton Towers vlog that is long awaited, that I have had the footage on my phone for about a month. Oh, we went during Scare. Jesus Christ. I got one from 2 years. Anyway, the news that will be released soon, I swear. 13. Theming, amazing. It seems the Dark Forest overtook the whole of Ugland and Rita at the same time. Fun. I love it because it's just little hills. Operations, yeah, the operations are quite good. Although when you're standing next to that Tesla coil and it goes off, you will shit yourself. Smoothness, yeah, it's quite a smooth ride because it's not that old. It's 13 years old. And other argument, drop track. That's what we're going to say. Charlie?
Alright, so Dragon. I have memories, so I'll just say what it is. So it being a half dark ride, half coaster is pretty great, especially with its theming in the dark ride part of the Lego medieval kind of thing. Really great. Oh yeah, the coaster train itself is pretty well themed for the Dragon, obviously. That's all dang I should know, but the layout's pretty basic but pretty fun. It's pretty smooth, I guess. The station, the whole theme around the castle was absolutely amazing. Operations isn't too bad, I'd say. I guess it could be strong sometimes because it's basically just emphasize super done. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. What was I gonna say? Is there anything else I have to say about it?
Don't know.
I mean, I guess I feel like the track does look a bit dirty. I think from watching the images, but besides that, I think it's pretty
Charlie,
good.
you're supposed to ignore that.
What?
You're supposed to ignore that stuff and make it sound good, not... Okay, don't worry.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm just saying they can improve on something. Come on.
Okay, moving on. The winner is 13. Angry Birds 4D versus Flight the Sky Lion. And I think I know what's going to win, but Charlie, off you go.
Sorry. I'm going with 4D. I mean, I'm just going to say how fun it is because it's not really right, so it's not really smooth, I guess. But, I mean, the show itself is pretty amazing. Pigs shooting the eggs and then they get them back and destroy everything, which is pretty funny. Yeah, the war features are pretty cool in, like, a world of cartoony stuff. I mean, the operations, since it, literally is everything and takes place a certain time of day, I don't really blame them for it being outrageous to do. I guess, because when I go there, like, it says when the shows are playing and stuff. It's pretty enjoyable, I guess. I mean, it was quite outdated from this time, but still, this was pretty fun.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, Flight the Sky and theming, I love it all of the like Lego sculptures in the queue that fans have made is amazing. The fun, it's just like a really interesting ride and it leaves a lot of mystery in it. Operations, yeah, it says 2 hours and then it takes 2 minutes. It's a bit of an odd one because it takes, I think it's 40 to 50 people at once. Smoothness, the moving of the gondola is quite smooth. And the other argument, I like how it interacts with the fans and it's just wholesome in a way, I guess. Okay, moving on. The winner is Flight of the Skyline. Ninjago versus Gangster Granny the Ride. So I'm doing Ninjago, Charlie's doing Gangster Granny, and I'm starting. Ninjago, I love how you can go theming, it's really well themed to like Dojo, I think that's what it's called, don't come at me. Fun, it's really fun, interactive ride. Operations, yeah, quite smooth until it breaks down and then you have to wait for about 4 hours. Smoothness, it's quite a smooth ride because it's on one track, it can't really get rough. Not much rougher than Gangster Granny. Other arguments, I like how all the screens, they never break. Charlie?
Okay, so Gangster Granny the Ride. Okay, it's quite a colourful ride. The story is quite funny if you were younger. I'm gonna say it's not a bad ride, but yeah, I could kind of predict it. Okay, I'm getting off track. Yeah, it's pretty nice. The world theme is amazing, especially spoiler ahead with the crown disappearing in like 2 milliseconds somehow. Then I did that, but you know what? I'm gonna lie because it's cool. Merlin does his weird thing, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, I mean it's pretty smooth because the ride goes literally one while it's pretty fun, especially for younger ages. It's a good younger age ride, but like a dark ride. I'd say the operations is pretty good. We didn't wait that long. Oh yeah, the queue line's really well themed, like all like the drawings of David Williams and stuff. I'd say yeah, the theming is incredible with the whole book adaptation to a ride. So yeah, I guess you could say it's pretty great. I like it.
Is that it?
Let me think. Nah, I don't think so. But what I will say is I think it's a good ride for like a book adaptation for the Italian world. I think it fits in really well. That's what I say.
Okay, I'm moving on. The winner is Lego Ninjago. Go. Trouble Trouble versus Hifo. Charlie, you start.
Trouble, right? A pretty cool ride for the younger ages, I guess. Just spins around, and yeah, it's not that rough. I guess it's pretty fun, pretty slow as well, so it's not have to worry about being jogged around that much. I feel like it's cousin Net doing it, not Blue Bunker, which is a good ride, but I feel like your stomach feels weird when you're on it. But yeah, it's good for younger ages. 3 minutes area is pretty nice next to Barrel Bailout and like some of the other attractions, Sea Storm and. Yeah, I mean, it's quite low themed and stuff with the whole like ocean the pirate setting, I guess you could say. I don't know. I mean, afterwards, a tug to make it feel like you're in a docking station. The operation is probably you get there really quick due to it being a small ride, and plus people don't really go on it that much. But yeah, I think maybe the theming could be better at some points. I guess I don't know. I think I've been stupid. I mean, I don't really remember it that much, but I think it's pretty cool, especially for the younger ages. Basically, Blue Barnacle if it was tiny. That's how I describe it.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, Heave Ho, good small ride. Theming is good to add more to Pyrotechno. But yeah, I just really like how it's small, calm ride. Operation's good. Maximum 0 minutes, unless if they're in the middle of an operation with no one on it. Smoothness, it's a smooth ride. They're always smooth. Fun, brilliant. Theming, yeah, good. Other argument, it's a ride. Woo! Okay, moving on. The winner is Heave Ho. Okay, King Pig Wild Dodgems versus Tuk Tuk Tormail. Okay, Tuk Tuk Tormail. The theming is really good. It's quite hidden away in the I don't know what it's called, Fallen City, something like that. I really like how it's themed in there. It's like quite hidden and behind curtains. Looks good. Fun dodgems. Ram into your friends, parents, brother, sister, whatever, and then absolutely break their spine. Operations, yeah, you get on dodgems quite quick there because it's hidden away. No one really goes on them, but it's good. Smoothness, yeah, you're just going to get rammed up the back and die multiple times. Other argument, I like how the dodgems are themed. It's just a really good and it fits into the area well. Charlie, King Pig's Wild Dodgems?
Yes, okay. It's well dodgems. It's pretty great. It's for about the cards, right? I guess the operations isn't too bad because it's a pretty small attraction. Well, it's big because it has a lot of bumper cards. So you'll probably get on that not too long. The effective public area, the theming is okay. Yes, I mean you don't really see much because you concentrate on hitting people and stuff like on the bumper cards. Yeah, it will be very wild fun. So if you're looking for something to push your adrenaline, like one of the cars open, then I guess you could go on it. After it's being rethemed into another ride, or to fit with like stealth into Speedway, so yeah, pretty cool. The smoothness, well, since you're literally on a bumper car, that's up to you. Just you can go wild, you can go friendly, but if you go friendly, you'll probably get thrown into the wall. Yeah, I think it's pretty great. But there's one thing I do want to say about it. Right.
What?
If the Animal Design did say for whatever the hell reason, I think they should have added in the Bad Piggies music theme. I think it'd be really fun just to hear the Pigs theme just play as you're like just doing funny stuff.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, moving on. There is King Pig's Wild Dodgems. Go. Samurai versus Flavio's Fabulous Fandango. Charlie, go.
Okay, Samurai. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like it fits pretty well with it next to Samurai, but I will say, I think it could be better if it, yeah, it was apparently they repainted it and look, its old form. I think that was next to Saw the Ride because it's like saws and stuff. It makes sense, make it look similar, but I know it's not to do that, but I don't care. Yeah, it's really fun. It may look scary and sickening when you look at it, but it's actually quite enjoyable. You don't get thrown around that much. It's really smooth as well. Yeah. Operations. I mean, it took about 15 minutes for me to get on it, and because the queue was about 20 minutes long. But since we had on my battle thing, we got on a little bit. But yeah, 15 minutes is pretty good. You get a good look at Store the Ride and a good look at the Nooning Coast Under Construction Hyperia. So yeah, I think it's a pretty great attraction for where it once was in Chesington and now in Port Park.
Is that it?
Yeah, and like I said, I think them painting it into a dark and red color fits in there with Saw the Ride next to it, because I think it'd be cool. It just looks better. I think having dark colors next to a ride with saws.
Flavio's Fabulous Fandango. Sorry for cutting you off. Theming, brilliant. It really fits in with the area. It's quite a nice, movable ride. The fun, yeah, you just crush the other person's ribs who's on the bad side because they're bigger. It's very funny when you're just like, well, oh, sorry, I just broke your rib cage. Operations, yeah, it's quite good, although I mean, I did get abused in the queue because my brother went like this. I grabbed his hand, punched him in the face with his own hand. He kicked my shins in and started bleeding. Anyway, smoothness. Yeah, it's quite smooth because it's made to be like that. Other argument, it's all got really bright colours and looks good. Okay, and on to the final one. The winner is Flavio's Fabulous Fandango. Okay, today we are now going to do finally one of the best ones, Dragon's Playhouse versus Thorpe Park Park. Now,
final battle alert.
And the only reason I am counting these as rides is because they are on the app for wait times. Now, Thorpe Park Park is a brilliant park to fit right into Thorpe Park when you're waiting for all the rides to open, because they take 5 years. You just can go in Thorpe Park, do backflips on the trampolines. The theming looks really good. It's all like jungles. It's not. The fun, yeah, you get absolute maximum fun when you try to do a backflip off the trampoline and crack your head open. The operations, yeah, you can get onto it really quickly. Smoothness, yeah, it depends if you fall off the slide or not. Other argument, yeah, it's just really, really fun when you throw your friend on the trampoline and they fall through the trampoline. Charlie?
Okay. Dragon's Playhouse. I think that's called. Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool kids age attraction, especially when it's right next to Dragon's Fury. But yeah, it's pretty cool, especially with that little nice little water ride next to it, which is just another ride that exists. I guess the Playhouse. The smoothest depends on you. If you throw a friend off the structure and throw them into a ball pit and drown them. Okay, I think this might get demonetized. Yeah, you'll probably have a lot of fun, just running around, rolling around, dragging around, not necessary. Yeah, it's pretty well themed, all the dragon eggs and stuff, all the dragons themselves, I guess. And the castle as well, yeah, because it only makes sense to have a castle and mythical kind of dragons. There's one thing I do want to mention, by the way. Mm-hmm. I know this is near the area of the Dragon's Fury, but I want to say, what's his name? The dragon guy, the animal. What's his name?
I don't know.
Frazzle, right?
Yeah, I think.
I was gonna say it. He's bad. I love it. And he fits right in with the area. I want to say that more quickly because because he's a great guy. I remember him as a kid. Because Dragon Playhouse is amazing. It's up to you, the smoothness. If you just want to murder your friends, like I said. Yeah, pretty great. By the way, it always has if you want to have great fun at Dragon, it has a 0 queue time, which is probably the best out of all the parts. You can just get in there immediately. I know, right? So much better.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please remember to like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, and until next time, guys, bye! I think it's quite obvious that the winner of that round is... Oh, it's a tricky one. I think it's gonna have to be, actually... Templar Mayhem. Yeah, I've got them all here. I mean... Yeah. This is the video. All this. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm recording it on my iPad. Anyway, yeah, so, the final scores are in. Who defended the rights the best? Me or Charlie? Here's Charlie's score. And here is my score. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do a round 2. It depends if I can be bothered. But all the rides that won and went through to the next round will do versus each other. Although I think it might be a bit weird if it's like Nemesis versus Fire and Ice Rayfall. I think it's quite obvious which will win. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please remember to like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. I might release this on Sunday night or on Monday morning. If it's Monday morning, I'm doing Moat Park Manhunt at 10 o'clock. If it isn't, then Moat Park Manhunt tomorrow. And until next time, guys, bye.
Secure!
I got the skills, boys. Fuck. Go. No, back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Charlie, you're gonna get soaked. What are you doing? Go. Go. Go, fucking go. Go. Shit. Fuck. Go. Who added real goats?